Hey Christ Church, happy Wednesday. I want to update you on the sessions meeting on Monday to talk about our next phase of reopening Christ Church of Arlington for public worship. We can call this the back to worship phase of our coronavirus ministry plan. And so I want to tell you the timeline, and then my personal goal is to tell you the 10 important things that you need to know about coming back to worship at Christ Church of Arlington in under 10 minutes. So that's my goal. I've got my notes here, and here we go. First of all, let me let you know that, praise God, we're very excited about this. We hope to open for worship on June 28th. Sunday, June 28th is the Sunday that we are looking at to open back for public worship here at the building. In order to prepare for that, to get ready for it, on June 21st, we're going to try our first live stream service here from the building. So June 21st, we're not going to have people here in the building, a full gathered worship, but on Sunday morning at 10:30, instead of putting a recorded service up on YouTube, what we're going to do is live stream the service here to make sure that we're ready to live stream on June 28th when we reopen. So those are some significant dates for you. We might have a problem live streaming on July 5th. We'll let you know about that. If so, we'll make sure that there's a recorded video available. We'll keep you updated all along the way. But again, the big date for you to remember is June 28th. Again, we're really excited about it. So here are the 10 things that you need to know about worship at Christ Church of Arlington. So of course we're going to be taking it on kind of a week-to-week basis, but our plan is for the first 4 to 5 weeks of reopening. Here again, the top 10 things you need to know. First, you need to know about occupancy. We're planning on having one service here at the church at 10:30 a.m. like usual. Because of social distancing requirements, that means that we probably are only going to be able to have about 50 people in the building for our service. And because of that, we are going to be using Sign Up Genius to ensure that everyone knows who's going to be able to be here at that particular service. So as the date comes closer, we're going to ask you to sign up for a particular slot on that Sunday to ensure that we keep our attendance in the reasonable realm of 50 people for our occupancy. So that's the first thing you need to know, occupancy. The second thing you need to know, masks. We are in accord with the Virginia legislature that's been coming out about Northern Virginia reopening. We are going to comply with that. And so we are asking that everyone who comes to worship wear some sort of face covering the nose and the mouth. This can be some sort of simple cloth mask. It can be something a little bit more like an N95, something like that. But that is what we're asking for. But there are a couple of exceptions that you need to know about. First, when I'm preaching, I will not be wearing a mask. I'll be far enough from everyone to hopefully reduce any contact that you might have with me. Also, when Jimmy's singing, he won't be wearing a mask. Again, same thing, distancing. Children 2 and under also don't need to be wearing masks. And if you have a medical reason why you are unable to wear a mask, then we aren't requiring you to wear a mask. However, we ask that you wear the mask to church. When you're coming into the building, please do wear your mask. And then during the service, during that part of the service, you can remove your mask. We'll have a special place for you to sit. So that's what we are asking about masks. If you have any questions, please contact anybody on the session. We're happy to talk with you about it. That's the second thing. Third thing, liturgy. Again, to keep everything safe, we're going to try to keep the liturgy down to about an hour. It's going to feel very similar to how it's felt on the videos on Sunday since we've been recording. So we'll have about 3 songs. We will use the order of worship that is going to be on PowerPoint. We're going to use a lot more PowerPoint. Also, we're going to be continuing to send out electronic bulletins for you. So you can print off a bulletin at home, or you can just come to church with your phone and ready to look at it on your electronic device. Any of those are fine. We won't have paper bulletins to hand out. So that's the liturgy note. It's going to be, again, about an hour long. Fourth thing for you to know is communion. because we are going to have about 50 people per service, knowing that not everyone is going to be able to make it to every service because of the social distancing requirements. We are going to have communion every Sunday to give everyone an opportunity to have more chances to have communion. It's something that we have missed a lot during this time of quarantine. So we'll have communion every Sunday. Because it's live streamed, we do ask that if you're at home, that you don't participate in communion by taking elements of your own from your own house, but we do invite you to use that time spiritually to commune with the Lord, and Lord willing, it will be a meaningful time to us all, and we are all looking forward to having communion together in that way. So that's the fourth thing you need to know. Here's the fifth: live streaming. We are going to be live streaming every service. And if there for some reason is a technical difficulty, we apologize for that. Know that the service will be recorded and will be posted online afterwards. So if you're worshiping from home, you'll still be able to access that. Join us at 10:30 on Sundays. That's number 5. Number 6, 7, and 8 are these things: sharing, pairing, and preparing. First, sharing. This is the 6th thing. We encourage you to share the space. Again, it's going to be about 50 people per service. We're going to put up a bunch of Sign Up Genius times at once. And so you'll have the opportunity to sign up for multiple worship services, but we ask that you do share, be generous with each other as you sign up. So maybe sign up for 2 of the worship services, and then keep an eye on it, because one of the worship services might only have 30 people signed up for it. And so check again, late Saturday night, if it looks like there's a lot of space available in the worship service on the online Sign Up Genius, feel free to sign up and come again. But please do be generous as we share those times of participation in the in-person service together. So that's number 6, sharing. 7 is pairing. As you come back to worship together, we invite you to pair up, to have a buddy or a family or someone or someones that you have either spent time with in the past during this time of quarantine. Maybe you've been quarantining together or having some social distancing gatherings with a couple of individuals. Coordinate with those people as you come back to worship so that you can come back together and enjoy the worship service sitting closer together with these people, with these families. So that's number 7, pairing. Number 8 is preparing. Be prepared for an emotional experience on Sunday morning. We are all very excited to get to gather back together. We're really looking forward to it. At the same time, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be different, and we need to be prepared for that too. When you come into the building, you might be shocked to see other people wearing masks. You might be grieved if you're not able to hug your friends, and these are true, real emotions. It's normal to experience that, and so be emotionally prepared. It might be hard for some of us as we gather back to worship, but we as the session feel like it is important to do our best to gather in the physical proximity of each other for gathered worship. It's important for the church to do, and so we're willing to do it with some of these requirements in place. Just be emotionally prepared. It's totally normal if you are both excited and a little bit nervous to come back to worship in those ways. So that is number 8, preparing. Here's number 9, timing. Let me encourage you to come early. We're going to start the church service at 10:30, but so that there's not a glut of people in the narthex when you come in, please come early so that you can make your way straight into the sanctuary, grab your seat if you're going to be worshiping with us in person. So number 9 is timing. And finally, the 10th one, I'm not looking at my timer, but hopefully I'm within 10 minutes, when to stay at home. Here's a couple of encouragements for you if you need to stay at home. First of all, we encourage you to stay at home if you're not comfortable coming back to the church at this point in time. We totally understand that there are going to be some of you who feel that now is not the right time for you or your family to come back, and we absolutely understand that. feel no pressure on yourself from us to make you come back. We hope that you feel comfortable joining us at some point in time. But again, if you're not comfortable, feel free to stay home. Feel free to join us with the live stream, and you can always call me if you want pastoral care, anything like that. I'm absolutely available for you in that way. Also, if you have been running a fever, if you have any COVID-like symptoms or anything like that, please do stay home. If you had a fever on like Friday and you feel a little bit better by Sunday, we would still ask you to please stay at home just to make sure that you're not sick. Obviously, if you've been tested for coronavirus and you're positive, or if you've been around very close proximity to someone who has tested positive, please also stay at home. Please let us know so we can pray for you, but please stay at home, worship with us through the live stream, and we'll help key details over the next couple of weeks. If you have any questions about any of this, please let me know. We're really looking forward to seeing you soon. And until then, God bless. We'll be together, worshiping together this coming Sunday. We look forward to seeing you soon. Blessings.